chill.
Hello Marvel Legends, I recently put the question out to you, what do you want to see more of on this channel? And you said reviews. So I'm going to do some quick fire cup of coffee reviews, with the first one being, of course, the newest figure to my collection, Frogman. Here are the pros, here are the cons, and here is the grade. Let's do it. First of all, the pros on Frogman. This is easy. Just look at him. He's so big, bright, chunky, bold, colorful. He looks great on the shelf. I really love this figure going in because just at a glance you think, what am I looking at here? This is fantastic. First of all, the head sculpt. That's what always gets your attention. It's this bright, goofy, wacky, cartoony looking thing. Completely bonkers. You can't think a self-respecting criminal would actually want to dress like this. And okay, I think that this guy in particular is the hero version, but nonetheless, hero or villain, he looks like an absolute tool. But you have to love it, because whoever it is behind that mask, he has fully committed to this, and I love the design. Speaking of the design, the feet and flippers here. First of all, how easy is it to stand this guy? It's wonderful. You can just pop him on the shelf and he's not going to go anywhere. The huge big surface area means that this guy is not going to roll over and take out the rest of the shelf with him. And the feet don't stop there, because if you turn him over, you see he actually has the springs on his heels. Again, so ridiculous and campy, but so much fun. Actual spring heels on him. You can't even see them when you stand him up, but it doesn't matter because it's such a great little addition. Speaking of additions, he has the extra backpack on here as well. Now, kayfabe-wise, I don't know why he has the backpack. I don't know what it does, but it's great that he has it. It uses the same ports that the Dr. Octopus sculpt had as well, so that's putting those to good use, and it's just a nice extra addition to the figure. It feels like you're holding a proper chunky action figure in your hand, and that's great. The paint job is bright, bold, and colorful, so he absolutely pops off the shelf. Going back to the head sculpt, you've got the beady little eyes inside the mouth. What a wonderful, stupid sort of design that he has his face inside the mouth. And you can see even like the sculpting on the bridge of the nose and everything as well. For a character that has such a silly expression, it's actually really, really emotive. I think you can get so much nuance out of this figure. And those are all the good points of Frogman. And now it's time for the bad. The bad points of Frogman, there aren't that many. Okay, because he is quite a chunky figure, it means you're a bit limited with articulation. So for a character who will jump around all over the place, it's difficult to get him in a jumping pose in which his face is still looking up. That's the difficult thing. So you kind of have to have him sort of standing or in sort of a semi-crouch. Otherwise, because of the articulation in the head and neck, or lack thereof, you can have him crouching, but he's going to be looking at the ground. So that's a bit of a disappointment. Also, due to the backpack, the torso swivel, there's not much going on there. You get a tiny bit of torso swivel, but you can't really have him twisting around very much. As far as accessories go, I can't give him a negative view because he doesn't really warrant any accessories as a character. However, he does have the hands that you can change. You can have open hands or closed hands. So that's something, but at this point with Marvel Legends, I've come to expect it. So I'll give that neither a good nor a bad. That's kind of a negative ranking there. Not a negative isn't a bad thing, but just there's nothing registering there. And for the paint job, even though the paint is bright and bold and really fun, that's where it ends. There's no kind of extra detail. There's no shading or washing or airbrushing. The backpack in particular looks quite plain and plasticky, so they could have gone into a bit more effort if they wanted to give the character a bit more texture. But as he stands at the whole as a basic figure, I really like this character. And those are my overall thoughts on Frogman. Way more pros than cons. I have so much time for this figure. He's wacky, he's goofy, he's fun, and he'll look great on the shelf. So let's do some comparisons. First of all, we have Frogman next to Dr. Octopus, the two characters who share this body, both of them putting it to fantastic use. I love both of these guys, and what they've done with Frogman by using the ports on the back for his backpack is a great idea. And you see them side by side, you see how much fun this bigger, chunkier, more fuller figure can be. I hope that we get more characters with this figure. Now here's Frogman next to some other D-list supervillains. First up, we have Frogman next to the owner of the best pencil moustache in the Marvel Universe. It's Grey Gargoyle. Then we move over to another Lethal Legion member. It is Whirlwind. Next up, we're going to go over to the superior foes and pair Frogman up next to Speed Demon. Now a couple of creature-themed villains. First of all, we have Rock Python. And finally, we're going to stack Frogman up right next to the Black Ant. And let's round this all out by having a nice group shot together. And folks, that was my review of Frogman. I hope you enjoyed this rapid fire kind of approach. If you did or if you didn't, comment below and let me know. I want to see kind of what works best. I always find whenever I'm watching reviews that I'm like, come on, get on with it. You know, I'm like, just give me the good points and tell me the grade. And that's what I was trying to do here. I know you're busy people. I don't want to waste your time. Yeah, I say that and then I forgot to give the grade. So my grade for Frogman is, I like it. So folks, that's it for Frogman, and if you enjoyed this, I'll do the rest of the wave. So in the meantime, thanks for watching and enjoy the data blast coming up next. The best things I found on Instagram, curated for your enjoyment. Go give the creators a follow because they do fantastic work. And until next time, keep displaying model behavior.